Skinner's operant conditioning versus Thorndike's law of effect. Through the lens of behavioral modification, the goal is to change or shape behavior through a set of stimuli and response actions. According to the Foundation's Recovery Network, B.F. Skinner's operant conditioning works under the premise that the best way to understand a person's behavior is to look at the reason for action and the consequences of said action. Skinner believed that there were three types of responses: neutral, reinforcing, and punishing. Neutral responses, of course, were not positive or negative. Reinforcing responses, on the other hand, were considered to be positive, while punishing responses were thought to be negative. Prior to Skinner's work, Edward Thorndike also contributed to this concept by initiating the law of effect. The law of effect considers that certain actions in a situation are made as a result of the available consequences. For example, the probability of you touching a hot burner voluntarily is going to decrease on the consequence that the burner is likely hot and you would burn your hand. So as I have previously mentioned, I primarily study psychology in the context of organizational leadership and change. However, the process that I use to conduct such assessments, by definition, fall into the category of therapeutic approach designed to change particular undesired negative behavior. This is quite successful when addressing individuals who suffer from disorders like attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, or obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD, phobias, separation anxiety, generalized anxiety disorder, GAD, disruptive behavior, and autism, among other conditions. I have also not only used behavior modification to help individuals in the workplace rewire their anxious brains and distorted thinking, but I've used this stuff with my kids, with my dogs, as I previously mentioned in my examples. But it's important to remember that behavior is a huge category. And as I've mentioned in session 1, because we are all humans, we all demonstrate behaviors. Therefore, we can apply the principles taught in this course having to do with behavior modification in practically every aspect of our lives, because we are always going to be interacting with other humans.